to my YouTube channel. Today I thought I would do a January favorites. I keep wanting to say February favorites and I don't know why. It is January. This is my first video going up in February. So I'm going to start with beauty and then move on to hair. I guess that's kind of beauty too. And then move on to a clothing item. And then move, well, now I'm just like giving away what everything is. Let's see, what do I want to do? We'll start with this. The Smashbox Limitless Liquid Liner Pen in the color Jet Black. I really like how the tip is on this. It's very sharp and firm, but not too firm, you know, because it's a felt tip. And the eyeliner stays on pretty well. Pretty good, pretty well. I'm not sure which one. The next thing is my Too Faced Papa Don't Peach blush. I really like this blush. If you watched my everyday makeup routine, you see it's made its way into that. It's a very natural looking blush to me. It's not too much, but it's also, you can tell you have some on. And it smells like peaches. So why would you not like it? This is it. It's very pretty, I think. I really like it. It's a pretty good blush, I think, and it smells amazing. Alright, the next thing is my Becca highlighter. This was also in my everyday makeup routine, and this is the Becca highlighter in the shade Champagne Pop. I think it's a beautiful highlighter. The pigmentation is great. I'll swatch it for you guys. It's not too much, but it's also not too little. And let's see if you guys can see that. It's so pretty. And it's shimmery, and I just really have been loving it this month. I got it at Sephora at the beginning of January and have loved it ever since. I also have loved my butter bronzer. I talked about this also in my everyday makeup routine, and it smells like it's like coconut, I want to say. I don't necessarily know how to describe this smell, but it's beautiful. It's very tropically. I really like it. And it's a very natural bronzer, and it's by Physicians Formula, so it's not as pricey as some other bronzers out there. I also have been loving my NYX eyebrow kit, which was also in my everyday makeup routine. Can you tell if I like something, I'm gonna put it in my everyday makeup routine. I'm gonna want to wear it every day if I really like it. I mean, there's not much to say about this other than it's just like a really good brow kit. That's not like break your wallet. Finally, for beauty, I have been loving my Tartelette in Bloom eyeshadow palette. Fun fact, I swatched this in this store, like in Sephora and Ulta, every single time I went. And I just fell in love with this palette and the colors in it, and I really like more natural eyeshadows. I don't know if you can tell by like every makeup look I've had on my channel, but I really like the more natural shades where it gives you a little something, but it's not like, okay, like, whoa, that's a lot of makeup. And the pigments in this are beautiful. This is the palette. The color I fell in love with in the store and swatched every single time I went to Sephora without fail. And I was like, Carmen, you do not need another eyeshadow palette. And then I was like, but oh, yes I do. It's beautiful. it has colors. I mean, it has colors that I already have as well, but it's also like different. And I like how it's more compact than like my Chocolate Bar or my Modern Renaissance palette or any of those, because it's like smaller. It's not necessarily like smaller width-wise, but like length-wise it is. And I really, really have been loving this palette. It also has a little, I feel like a little bit more sturdier packaging than the Modern Renaissance and Chocolate Bar and like my other eyeshadow palettes that I have. But I'll swatch Firecracker for you. That is my favorite color in this whole palette. I fell in love with it at the store every single time I would swatch it. I would go in and I'd be like, do not need, but absolutely want. And that's Firecracker for you guys. It's a beautiful color. I love it so much, and I've been wearing this eyeshadow palette a lot. Although, fun fact about today's makeup, I only have on drugstore products, which will be in a video coming soon. The next thing I've been loving is the Coconut Curls Shampoo and Conditioner by OGX. I picked this up because I saw Zoe Sugg was loving some of these products in one of her favorites videos that I was watching a very long time ago, and I was like, you know what, like, I've had the same shampoo and conditioner, like I keep picking up the same one up. I love Aussie Omega, but I was like, might as well try something different. The cool thing about this is it's sulfate free, and I've really been loving this. I have noticed a difference with my hair. It seems less frizzy. I'm not entirely sure if that's true to everyone, but my hair is always very frizzy. So I think that it's a little less frizzy now, and I attribute that to these products and that it's a tin spray, which I left in, which I talked about in my December favorites. And then I've been loving my HSI Professional Ceramic Straightener. I got this for Christmas. It does the job. It's really good. It's a really good value straightener for how much you spend on it. It works wonders for me, and it no longer takes me 3 hours to straighten my hair. It only takes me 2, which is nice. But when you have very thick and naturally curly hair, that's what your hair wants to do. It doesn't necessarily want to straighten out. The next thing I have been loving this month is the Anthology Candles Pineapple Whip candle, and I've had this for a year now, and I burn it off and on depending on how I'm feeling. I saw this, I absolutely love Disney, and one of my favorite things at Disney is the pineapple Dole Whip that you can get in the Magic Kingdom, or if you really know your stuff about Disney, you can get it at the Polynesian. And they've actually changed their name now. I can't put my name on, I can't say exactly what it is. I can't remember exactly what the new name is. But they're homemade candles, they're soy, and this smells just like a Dole Whip. And when I'm missing Disney, or I'm just super stressed, which coming back to school I've been a little bit more stressed than usual, I have absolutely been loving this candle. It just puts me back in my happy place at Disney, and it kind of satisfies that Disney fix. And what's really cool is when you have this burning and then you make a homemade Dole Whip, which if you guys want me to do a video on that, just leave a comment down below and I can do that for you guys. It doesn't taste exactly the same, but it definitely satisfies that Dole Whip craving that you'll get once you have your first Dole Whip. And the smell. I love candles so much. The next thing is my hat. I bought this because I was wearing a really cute outfit one day and I didn't really look at the weather and I was freezing and my ears felt like they were about to freeze off. So I went and bought a hat at my school's bookstore. But I've actually really liked this hat. It's just like your typical beanie with the puff, palm puff, I don't know what you call that. But I don't know. It's just something I've been reaching for a lot this year. Well, this month. I also had a gray beanie that I absolutely loved from American Eagle, and then I took it over to Aya's house and his dog chewed it up. So I don't have that hat anymore. And I'm like, the black one will have to suffice until I can get my hands on another gray beanie. So then, the last thing that I've really been loving this month is this book called Grace for the Good Girl by Emily P. Freeman, and my hair is on it. Gross. Well, I haven't finished it, but I started it, and I really like this book. I've slowed down on my reading quite a bit since coming back to school for the semester, but I'm trying to continue reading books like this when I can. This book is me in a nutshell. It's talking about giving yourself grace and like letting go of the try hard life of like trying to prove yourself and hiding, and it talks about like hiding behind expectations and hiding behind like your reputation and all these other things. So like here's the back cover. You're strong, you're responsible, you're good, but as day fades to dusk, you began to feel the familiar fog of anxiety, the weight and the pressure of holding it together, and longing left unmet. Good girls sometimes feel that the Christian life means doing hard work with a sweet disposition. We tend to focus only on the things we can handle, our disciplined lives, and our unshakable good moods. But what would happen if we let grace pour out boundless acceptance into our worn out hearts and undo us, if we dared to talk about the ways we hide our longing to be known and the fear in the knowing? In Grace for the Good Girl, Emily Freeman invites you to release your tight hold on that familiar, try-hard life and lean your weight heavy into the love of Jesus. With an open hand, a whimsical style, and a heart bent brave toward adventure, Emily encourages you to move from your own impossible expectations toward the God who has graciously, miraculously, and lovingly found you. So that is what this book is about. I'm only like 2 chapters in, but it is definitely helping me grow closer to God and like kind of see my life from like a different lens. And because I am a good girl and I do get called like a goody two-shoes from time to time, because you often, when you have that like label placed on you, it's like you have this feeling that you always have to keep it all together and you always have to always know exactly what your next move is, and that's very anxiety inducing and upsetting. And I just, if you related to any of that I read or that I rambled on about, I definitely recommend picking this book up. I got it at barnesandnoble.com. I went and like searched different bookstores for it because I just like wanted to read it ever since it came up in my in my suggestions list on Amazon. I was like, oh my gosh, I want that book. But I finally got my hands on it, and I've absolutely been enjoying reading this when I get the chance. My friends are texting me. My stomach's growling. Probably should eat some food. So the next thing I wanted to say is I wanted to feature 3 smaller YouTubers on here that I have really been enjoying watching their video, and I really like all the content that they're putting out, so I kind of wanted to like promote them and push them out to you guys as well. They are Allie Harbison, Haley Beth, and Kyla Mason, and I'll leave all their information down below in the description box for you guys to go and check them out and show them some love because they are amazing. And last but not least, because I am such a music fan, I wanted to give you guys some artists that I've really been liking this month. So let's do that. I really have been liking, this is not my music on my iPad, Ed Sheeran's two new songs that he has, Castle on a Hill and Shape of You, or Castle on the Hill. It's either Castle on a Hill or Castle on the Hill and Shape of You. I've also really been enjoying the band Little Green Cars. They were recommended to me by a friend. I've also really been liking Bear's Den still. They have a song, Berlin, that came out, and I really, really have enjoyed that. And what else have I been listening to? I've been listening to a lot of what I call Jesus music. Rent Collective came out with an album last fall, I want to say, and it was like a bunch of Christian songs, and they have a version of Oceans that I really, really have been liking lately. I've also been liking Torn Apart by Judah and the Lion, We Dance by Elevation Worship, by Bethel Music. I really like that song. And with that, that concludes today's favorites video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up and don't hesitate to leave any comments down below. If you want, you can click that red button down below. I don't know where it is still. And yeah, to subscribe if you want to see more content from me. I love you all very much, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!